Hello Aries, and welcome to this corner of the internet that is wildfoxalchemy. If we haven't met before, my name is Gaian. I am an intuitive business success coach and a tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your weekly reading for your business for the 20th to the 26th of September. Now, it's taken me a while to calm down this morning. I've had a bit of a mare. It started because I realised one of the feral cats had broken into my den, where I work from, drank my moon water and left cat hair all over this lovely new cloth that I bought the other day. And yes, I had to clean all that up. And then I went to cleanse the space with my rosemary and nearly set the place on fire. So I've had to take a moment to just calm and centre and ground myself and get myself ready to do this reading for you. I hope that you are having a better day than I am today, Aries, honestly. So let's get started with the overall energy for the week for you this week. And we've got Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. This is a great card. I love these bird cards, these birds of prey, because for me they are all about seeing everything from a 30,000 foot view, but still having eyes that are sharp enough to really home in on what it is that you need to focus on. It reminds me very much of the Two of Wands card in the Spirit Animal deck, which is in the Spirit of You deck, which is again a bird of prey, which is about insight and focus. But this particular card is about you spotting synchronicities, coincidences and signs from Spirit this week. Take time to meditate. I've just been doing a little series of meditations for business vision, and really just allowing my intuition to guide me as to what I want to do next in my business and where I need to go to achieve the full vision that I have. And it's funny how when you start doing that, you get these little golden nuggets almost of inspiration and just ideas and thoughts that come in. And then when you go out into the world and, minding your own business and doing what you do, suddenly you start to see these little synchronicities and signs. So look for angel numbers, look for animals and look up the meaning of them. Look for the words that people say. Look for sentences that you see in books that maybe will be repeated by somebody else later or on a TV show or something. I've had this before myself where certain sentences have come up in loads of different places from people that you don't really expect to hear it from. And you realise that there is a message there for you, that you are being reminded and reminded and reminded of something that you need to know. Now, Spirit will be your guide. If you're struggling a little bit this week, Aries, don't worry, because again, just allow Spirit to guide you to where you need to be. Just breathe and have faith, and you will see what you need to see, and you will learn what you need to learn. Where you need to focus your energy this week is the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. Positives, the Knight of Crystals, endurance and determination. Possible obstacles, the Eight of Acorns, energy and results. And your outcome is the World card, fulfillment and celebration. That's fantastic. Let's have a bit of a deeper look at what's going on here. Okay, we have this Page of Acorns, and he is a little messenger that is coming to tell you to start discovering, to start looking at things with great enthusiasm. Start looking at your own personal development. That's something that I feel is important. This is a sign of new projects, of possible invitations to things. This is about you maybe expressing yourself in a new way. It's just a message to you, I think, that you need to be doing a little bit of self-discovery and personal development. Now, why? I might clarify that one. The strengths and positives, the Knight of Crystals. Now, he is a very slow knight. He's not the one that goes rushing in. He's not the one that's into busy work. He is more about setting routines, planning, being very methodical, more about endurance and, you know, sort of a cross-country runner rather than a sprinter. And he's here to tell you, really, that it's time for you to just put everything in motion, slow but steady, slow but steady. Just one foot in front of the other. You have, I'm being told by Spirit, just like the camel has everything he needs in his hump to survive, you already have everything you need to move forwards. So there's no excuse now, but you don't have to rush. It's okay. You can just take your time over it and put some systems in place and everything will be fine. Your possible obstacle here is the Eight of Acorns. A lot of acorns energy here, which is about your enthusiasm, your passion, your drive. This is a card about energy and results. It's a card that talks a lot about moving forwards and letting things go. But obviously in this position, it feels like maybe you're not. Maybe you're blocking yourself. Maybe you're not moving forwards. I actually feel, looking at it now, that you may be feeling frustrated that you're not moving forwards as fast as you feel you should. Spirit's now giving me a lot of messages, so if I start to pause or I feel slow, that's why I'm listening and trying to speak at the same time. Spirit is saying to me that you feel frustrated at the speed in which your business is growing. It feels very slow. I can feel a very deep sense of stagnation this week, Aries. And what Spirit is trying to say is that everything happens for a reason. And I don't know if this has happened to you before. It's definitely happened to me. You have a fabulous idea. It's possible you've even mapped it out, how you are going to bring this idea to life. But for whatever reason, there's either a feeling of resistance from you, or life seems to get in the way every time you try to start to do this thing. For whatever reason, it kind of bothers you a bit, and it sits at the back of your mind, and you're thinking, I wish I could just move forward with this project. But for whatever reason, either I'm resistant, or life gets in the way, and something just seems to prevent me from moving forward with it. And then, all of a sudden, you'll not even be thinking about this project or this idea, but you'll go somewhere, or you'll do something, or you'll read something, or you'll be meditating or visualizing, and suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, something will come to you that you realize makes your idea absolutely perfect. And then you realize why you were resistant and why things got in the way, and you understand that this was a blockage being put in your way to slow you down because this idea that you had was not ready yet. And it happens to me all the time. I've created all sorts of things where I've felt like it's the right time. Sometimes I've made them and then I've not released them, and I've kept thinking, why am I not releasing this? And then suddenly I'll have a great idea for a headline to market it, or there'll be a part of it that I think, no, this isn't me, I need to do this better. And then I realise why I didn't release it, because it was not in alignment with my business, it wasn't in alignment with me, and it wasn't in alignment with my vision for where I want to be going. And I get the strong feeling, Aries, that this is what is going on here. That there is needed a 30,000 foot view of what is going on. You need to be looking at your own personal development and self-discovery. And that may give you the pieces that you need to put it together. Don't worry about the slowness. The other thing I would say is don't put whatever idea it is on the back burner thinking, well, it's not ready yet, so I'll just forget it, or it's wrong, so I'll forget it. Because I feel like if you keep just taking a step forward and a step forward and a step forward, things will become very clear. It's just a slow process. And then we have this Eight of Acorns that is saying it's time, to see some results of the hard work that you've been putting in. You need to keep moving forwards, but you are a little frustrated by what is happening. Now, your outcome is the world, which is great. you know, this is a celebration of what you've achieved. You've come full circle. You feel fulfilled. It's completion. But it's just that, I don't know, you're going to get there in the end is what Spirit is saying to me. It could be a slow process, but you will get there in the end. I'm going to just clarify these cards a little bit. I'm going to go for the Page of Acorns first and see if Spirit has any deeper messages for you this week on this one. Ah, there we go. We've got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is telling you that you're close to the finish line, that you should not give up. But it also says that you are being challenged, that it could be something that you've been challenged over before, and therefore you feel a little bit wary about it. I'm kind of feeling that this challenge has come from you not feeling like you know enough, like you're not skilled enough. Somebody may be asking you a question that you couldn't answer, and it left you feeling inadequate and not as if you're, you know, as if you're not good enough to do what it is you're doing. This could be where the discovery and development comes in, that you may need to learn a few more things before you go ahead and create whatever it is you're doing. It could also mean that you just need to accept that you aren't perfect, that you can't know everything, and that sometimes we just have to say to clients or customers, I'm sorry I don't have the answer for you right now, but I will get back to you. There's no shame in not knowing everything. You don't have to be 100% expert in everything that you ever do. So if that's what's happened, somebody's questioned you, or you're, you know, something to do with your business, and you felt inadequate or not good enough, take no notice. Don't let this stop you from reaching the finishing line, because you're almost there. That's kind of the whole feeling that I get. This world is almost, you're in sight of it. It's so close you can almost touch it. But you don't feel that way, which is again why you need this 30,000 foot view, because you're so close to it that you cannot see how close you are. And the only way that you will see is by flying upwards 30,000 feet, so that you can see a better view of how close you are to that finish line. I decided to clarify the Knight of Crystals, and I've got the Seven of Swords there. Now, this can be a sign of somebody being deceitful. It can also be a message to take what is helpful and leave the rest. It is also a card of evaluation. So he's picked up his 5 swords here. He knows he wants those. The other 2 he's not really bothered about, so he's left them behind. I feel this could be why you feel slow, that it's a time for you to really strategize. Rather than rushing forward, take your time to make your plan, to evaluate everything that you're doing and why you're doing it. I don't feel, although this can be the card of deceit, I don't think that this is a card of deceit and betrayal for you this week, Aries. I think it's more to do with you needing to evaluate how far you've come and how far you need to go. And I do feel like it leads back again to this, let Spirit be your guide, where taking the 30,000 foot view and looking down on your business to get a completely different perspective on it is the right way to go, because I feel like you don't see how close to the finish line you actually are, and you need to look at it with a new perspective to discover that. This is about being resourceful as well, this card. So I decided to clarify the 8 of Acorns and see what message we got there. And I've got the 6 of Swords. There's a lot of sword energy there. And the 6 of Swords is all about insight, healing, moving on to something better, but feeling quite sad about letting go. So what is it that you need to let go of? It's about transition. Actually, I'm feeling like this transition takes you into this world, this fulfillment and celebration. I do feel like you need to let go of this frustration that you're feeling, that things are not going fast enough, because I think eventually it will work, but it's not the right time. You've got to trust and have faith in Spirit. I also clarified that card and got the Star. I got 2 at a time. And I got the Star card there, which is about rebirth, healing. Again, there's a lot of healing here. A lot of personal discovery and exploration, and a lot of healing. And I think that It's time for you to just heal whatever it is that makes you feel like time is running out, because it's not. There's a reason why everything feels slow. And I think there's just a need for acceptance, just to understand that everything is happening for a reason. Spirit is going to be your guide throughout all of this, and that the outcome will be a fulfillment and a celebration. It could be a little bit of a bumpy feeling ride this week, Aries. I think things will feel slow to you, and I think you could feel frustrated, but you have to let that frustration go. You have to understand that whatever happens this week is part of a bigger picture for you. That it's, from a different perspective, it could look very different than the way it feels to you right now, if that makes sense. Don't forget that this card is telling you not to give up. You're so close. And that the world is waiting for you. The world is your oyster, is what Spirit just said. So, I'm going to leave that there, Aries. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do like, subscribe, and share this message with anybody that you think might benefit. I love it when people subscribe or like or comment. I love every person that interacts. It makes my day. It really does. I celebrate every time I see my subscriber number go up. It means such a lot to me. And I also like to know if these messages resonate with you, so that I know whether I'm on the right track. It's completely free for you to comment or like or share, but it just helps me. It's invaluable to me, and it helps me so much. So, have a great week, Aries, and I will see you again soon with love and magic always. This is Maria Gaian signing out.